In this video lesson, you'll discover how to make a colorful watercolor artwork using only 2 pigments.
Here is the finished artwork that I will make by the end of this lesson. The topic for this watercolor painting is the beautiful Rialto Bridge in Venice, Italy. I make this quick drawing in my travel sketchbook using a permanent CD marker. I will use this sketch as a reference when I return to the studio. I will leave it to you to make your own decision on which colors you would like to use. I will let the paper absorb the water for a minute or so, whilst mixing the blue tint for the sky. I will paint the sky with pure blue ultramarine paint, without any traces of brown pigment. In order to depict this, I use the round mop brush from Escoda to paint with loose, diagonal brush strokes, which suggest a dynamic movement of clouds. In order to achieve a fresh look of the sky, I am painting this in alla prima, which means in one attempt. The sky is finished, so I will now paint the architecture. All of the building and bridge surfaces can be divided into 2 large groups, those that are facing the sun and appear warm in color, and those which have walls in shadow without direct sunlight hitting them. The technique that I am using is called wet on dry. At the same time, when I paint the warm wall with a brown pigment wet on dry, I then add blue pigment wet into wet, overlapping brush strokes with paint that is already on the paper. I paint a darker tone for the bridge in order to follow the rule of an aerial perspective. This rule states that the objects which are closer appear darker in tone and more saturated in color, and also have sharper contrasts than the objects that are further away from the viewer. The purpose of this video lesson is to demonstrate to you that it is possible to paint in color using a very limited number of paints. Painting with just 2 pigments makes the task much easier. The choice of color comes down to its temperature. For areas lit with warm sunshine, I have to use the warm brown pigment. For the cold shadows, the choice is also obvious: cold blue ultramarine. Painting in just 2 colors, one warm and one cold, will make you concentrate on such questions as how to achieve a wide range of tints and shades using just 2 pigments, how to depict tonal values that look realistic with just one pair of complementary colors, and how to make the most from different gray shades, including warm grays, cold grays, and neutral grays. By solving those questions, you will get far better watercolor painting skills in a shorter time. Here is the finished artwork.